Because I was supposed to go into the classroom. I'm a genius. I mean, sure, if you have a very broad definition of genius.
Come on, Miss President! Charge!
No matter what obstacles await inside this classroom, I, Teddie, shall protect Miss President. For that, it is a knight's duty. Someone is inside, and that someone is... the whole P3 gang!
Whoa! I've discovered a beautiful girl!
Don't make me pull up the Shrek meme. I will.
I sense love in the air. I want to be your knight.
Go to horny jail.
I thought you were my knight.
A hint of jealousy in Miss President's voice. But so what if the new girl looks a little odd? She's still a beautiful girl and therefore deserves a knight's protection, right? Just as I'm about to make an excuse, the pretty girl looks at Miss President with surprise.
I recognize you. You're the host. Or are you? And her? Is she? This feeling, it must be...
What is going on here? Miss President and the new girl look like they're communicating with their eyes. And Miss President seems pained again.
Miss President, are you okay?
What was that just now? You're... my sister, correct?
What?
Sister? Am I hearing this right? Does that mean the strange, beautiful girl is sisters with Miss President? What a lovely pair they make. Yeah, Teddie.
I am Aegis. I've come for you. What? Are you gonna take me away somewhere? As I thought. You've met Akihiko-san and Mitsuru-san.
Wait, are you with those people we met earlier?
Miss President!
Whoa! Miss President hides behind me. She's depending on me. Now I feel like a knight. But what's the problem with the girl coming to get her sister? And why is she so scared? Is her sister someone bad? She does look strange. What should I do? Again, hot kettle. Okay, I'm a knight, so I need to be direct and, well, I'm kind of scared, so I'll be polite about it. So you have a sister. Looks like things are looking up for Teddie. Both girls look at them, then each other, then punt them into a low orbit.
I think you should stop what you're doing. You're scaring Miss President.
You...
Eep! She really is totally freaky. What's with that gigantic gun? Is that what they call a battling gun? A Gatling gun, but close enough, I guess. I've only seen it attached to this helicopter thing in a movie I watched with Yosuke's dad at their place.
Really? Now wait a second here. It's dangerous pointing that stuff at people.
It seems we can understand each other. Release my sister at once. I am told that you are not the host, but your readings are extremely close to a shadow's. What do you intend to do with my sister?
I mean, he's round enough to be mistaken for a football, a really big football, but still.
Shadow? What's...
Sorry, Shadow, what's that? The sister's words and Miss President's shocked voice get me right in the heart. It's true, I'm different from Sensei and the others, and even Miss President. I didn't mention that to her yet.
Miss President, Shadows are the dark parts of people that they don't want to admit. They're the selfish parts of a person that they don't want anyone to see, or pretended not to notice because they were so nasty.
Pretending not to notice.
I turned towards the beautiful new girl called Iga-chan, or Icon as I'll call her. I have to at least tell her this. I've never been human, and I never will be. But she needs to know that I was able to change because of the friends I made.
Shadow, it's true. But I'm no ordinary Shadow. I can talk. And Sensei and Yosuke are my...
Sheesh, enough blabbering! Make with the fighting already! It's no use trying to explain yourself. It doesn't make you less of a shadow.
How cruel. What a thing to say, Rise-chan.
That just slipped out, but she really was being mean. Did Rise-chan always have such a sharp tongue? Well, maybe she did, but that's not the point. She would say some harsh things, but I don't think she ever said anything that really hurt me like that. Now's not the time to fret about how Rise-chan's changed. Why is Ichan glaring at me? Is this some kind of stare down? I don't think she has much of a sense of humor.
Shadows are the enemy.
Huh? Can I call a timeout? Do I really have to fight against the scary younger sister?
She really is scary. Sensei, Yosuke, save me. But they're not here right now. I have no choice. I'll have to do this and brace myself for an honorable death. Whether it's a tank or a helicopter, bring it on.
The Shadow do as it pleases with my sister. I am the 7th generation anti-shadow suppression weapon Aegis. Here I come.
Okay, I'm going to save and take a break, and I'll extend the stream I'll extend the stream for how long I've been gone. And give me a sec, everyone. All right, I'm back, and it looks like I've been gone 22 minutes. Seriously? I don't know if I can hold hold it for that long, but come on. All right, I'm not tapped into the game.
Finally! Fight!
Severe impact! Truly efficient.
I've had enough of this!
No! Light damage! System error! Damage! Severe impact! Damage! Motor system severe impact! They turn from back to objective. Athena! Will they go for the kill? Damage! Light damage! Go!
Ow!
All right, it's over. Time to leave.
It's strong.
Ichan falls to her knees as Rise-chan squeals with delight.
Good job, Teddie. Well done.
He's got a point there. He really is no ordinary Shadow. Why, he's almost as handsome as I am. We're looking forward to seeing you play an active role from here on out. Adieu!
This isn't right. This is definitely not a festival. It's not fun at all. It's not fun at all, and it doesn't and have that feeling of hanging out with everyone. I want to complain, but the monitor is already off, and I don't know what to say anyway. I may have hurt Ichan too. I'm going in circles in my head. What Ichan said, what Rise-chan said, is it unnatural for a shadow like me to be with everyone?
President, it's okay now. I won.
Ever since Miss President met Ichan, she's been acting weird. But telling her it's okay seems weird too. It's like I'm reassuring myself and not Miss President.
I won't let you go. I won't let a shadow take my sister.
Ichan must really like Miss President. I don't know anything about Ichan, and she doesn't know anything about me. So to her, I'm just an ordinary shadow. I'm Miss President's knight, but she doesn't know that. But she doesn't know about that. I can't blame Ichan for thinking that about me.
Sorry, but I still want to protect Miss President. Sure, I'm a shadow, but I'll try my best to help you understand one day too.
Protect?
Ichan's harsh expression lightens with surprise. It seems like she understands a little better now. Did I get through to her at least a little? Then it's time to tell her more.
To tell the truth, I didn't want to fight you, Ichan.
Ichan?
Your name is Aigis-chan, right? If I shorten it, it'll be Ichan.
It's been a while since I've been called by that nickname. How strange. You are a shadow, but I can sense kindness in your words. Can I trust you when you say you do not intend to hurt my sister?
Of course!
Yeah, even though I'm a shadow, I'd never hurt anyone. I'll put a stop to this Grand Prix. Just watch me.
Move on, Miss President!
Oh, okay.
I take Miss President, who finally seems cheered up, I guess to have cheered up a little, and leave the classroom. Ichan doesn't say anything and doesn't come after us. He probably understood, right? Yeah, that must be it. Off we go, marching towards the announcement room. We go on for a little while, but Miss President suddenly stops. I turn around to ask what's up, and I see a troubled look on her face. I lead her into a nearby room so she can take a break, and I wait there while she searches for the right words to break the ice. Finally, she speaks up.
Hey, what are you really? You're not just an ordinary person in a costume? She said something about a shadow.
Yeah, I knew this was coming. I'm ready for it. I nod enthusiastically to Miss President.
It's all true! I won't look away from what I am!
Isn't it hard accepting something like that?
Well, even if I didn't, that wouldn't change anything. Yep, I'm not human. It's a little sad to admit that, though.
Phew, I decided during last year's case that I'd never hide my eyes from things, but that can be kind of painful in practice. Excuse me? I'm not human. I'm different from everyone else.
I was just an ordinary shadow back then, and there was nothing underneath my fur. But after I met everyone, I changed. I grew something inside me.
Inside you?
Here, Miss President, take a good look. Surprised? Hello, my honey.
How does he get even worse when he takes off the costume? I take off my head and show her the rosy-cheeked, beautiful boy within. As I expected, Ms. President stares goggle-eyed.
Whoa! How'd you get inside there? And you look pretty human to me.
Yep, I became a man of substance.
But
Do you have a question?
there really was nothing in there in the beginning? Does that mean you were an empty costume walking around?
No. Oh, the painful memories.
Empty, that's right. I was empty. It's all true, but hearing it now gets me down in the dumps for some reason. Maybe what I gained this past year was just that good for me.
Don't be so sad. You do look weird, but I believe you.
Aw, you're such a nice girl, Miss President. Anyway, just trust me on this. I will always be your friend. You, Sensei, Yosuke, I really like all of you guys. I don't want anything to happen to any of you.
Sensei and Yosuke, huh? You must have really got along famously with them. It's so strange. You're not human, but you have human friends. And you're trying to protect humans?
Whether I'm a bear, a shadow, or a beautiful boy, everyone says they like me.
Debatable, but moving on.
I like everyone. So what does it matter?
Even if you're not like the others?
Not like the others, but that's not a bad thing at all. I get ready to answer her with a big smile.
Then, there's only one Teddie, and I'm the best there is at being me.
I still don't really understand. I can't be so optimistic like you.
I thought it was a pretty good line. What doesn't she understand about it? She's looking at the floor again, all quiet.
Miss President, what's the matter? Do you like the fluffy me better?
Miss President just shakes her head ambiguously and doesn't answer. Is she so surprised by my pretty face that she's embarrassed now? A knight that protects a princess should be cool, but I'm the best because I'm willing to be a clown too. I put on my head and boom, back into my original adorable look.
Miss President?
Miss President finally turns my way. My heart starts pounding a bit, seeing that she's about to start crying, but I give her my best smile. Miss President giggles a little at that. Cute girls like her look best when they're smiling.
Let's hurry and put an end to this so we can go have fun together.
Fun?
Sure, I'll introduce you to my friends too. There's a guy who's a total disappointment when he opens his mouth, and a meat-loving lady.
You know, you can't just describe yourself when you're talking about someone.
There's even this total knockout who was away in the city coming back to visit. Lucky you.
Oh, I'm getting all excited now. If we solve this fast, it'll still be Golden Week, so we'll have tons of time left for fun. Working? Shift hours? What are those? Are they tasty? Rawr, I'm starting to get fired up. Just when I was ready and barren to go, I hear something. Moving on. I knew it would be that fake Teddie again. How dare he clap like it's no big deal. That awful smirk on my adorable mouth just makes me madder.
You're a great help in getting rid of those troublemakers. Looks like even a bear can be useful in the hands of a clever man.
Troublemakers? Who's he talking about?
There were 3 people here that we weren't expecting. You don't need to know the details. They had no place here at a school anyway. Everything's so much better now that they're gone.
What a mean thing to say. His shallow fake cuteness can't cover up how terrible that was.
I accept you as an official challenger in the P1 Grand Prix. I don't need no acceptance. Your Grand Prix thing is it all? You obviously don't understand what a festival is supposed to be like.
People are supposed to have fun at festivals. All this talk about them having no play is here out of school. Who does he think he is? What's even more annoying is that the fake Teddie doesn't even care how mad I am. He just keeps talking.
Jumping to conclusions, though. Whoever said the Grand Prix was supposed to be fun? I need to see you suffer too. Now, bring out the next opponent!
Suddenly, a big cloud of smoke comes up. I can't see anything, not even the nose in front of my face. When it clears up a little, what I see is a thin young person in a uniform. Ooh, I know who that is.
Now-chan!
Whee! Good lord. The ace detective.
Mr. President, Now-chan is a friend of mine.
Miss President must be nervous, getting chased by a bunch of strangers. I gotta let her know Now-chan and is a great guy who's on her side. Oh, except Now-chan's not a guy. She's a pretty girl. How could I make a mix-up like that?
Now-chan! Did you finish up your work and make it back in time? Jeez, in that case, you should have told...
Why did Now-chan take a step back? Normally she'd open her arms and say, "Come get me, big boy." Well, maybe not, but she'd be happier to see me than this. I mean, points for coming out as honest.
That's quite an amazing shift in appearance. So much so that I'm disappointed in you.
Now-chan? It's me, Teddie.
Something seems scary about her. Is she exhausted from work? So I say hi to her like normal, but that seems like it just puts her in a worse mood. I've never seen her look so
I
grim.
thought that your prank was harmless fun, but you were a shadow through and through.
A shadow? It's because I'm a shadow? That's why she's looking at me like that?
You took advantage of people's innocent desires to better themselves and dragged them into this tawdry tournament. It's almost impressive in its way that you could stoop so low as to make friends fight one another with that silly grin on your face. Did you think you could become a different person just by putting on a hat and a cape? You didn't even attempt to disguise your voice or mannerisms. You betrayed us.
Why are you saying all this? I would never do those things!
People have been known to change when you haven't seen them for a while. Ah, but I forgot. You're not a person at all.
This can't be. Is that how Now-chan thought of me? No way, Now-chan understands me, right? I muster up my courage and look up at her face. But she's not smiling at all.
Now-chan, what's happened to you? The Now-chan I know would never say such cruel things. No, I don't want to hear this from you.
I don't want to hear anything from a shadow like you. In fact, I would prefer if you remained silent.
And then Now-chan pulls out the gun she uses to fight. Is Now-chan really seriously going to get rid of me because I'm a shadow?
Now-chan... Ah!
She's serious as ever. She's actually going to eliminate me? Sure, I wouldn't mind getting beaten up by a cute girl. But I'm Miss President's knight right now. I feel like I could cry, but I can't stand here and let myself get eliminated.
Now, let's get this fight between friends underway.
I'm already on the verge of tears, and Rise-chan is just making it worse. I can't deal with this.
Finally! Fight!
Like an opportunity to come up.
I've had enough of this!
I do that with so little damage. Ow.
Awesome! Thrilling! What a great match! Okay, you've got a short break until your next match. Rest up so you can wow the crowd with your skills later.
The general can say whatever he wants, but none of it reaches my furry ears. My heart's at the bottom of a deep, dark well. I won, but it feels so hollow.
Why won't anyone believe good old, trusty, adorable Teddie? Rise-chan, Now-chan, and I went through good times and tough times together. We were all friends. Why would they say that?
Thinking about that makes me feel even emptier. That's right. In other words...
Everything about this tournament is unbearable!
Good lord.
Are you depressed or goofing around? Pick one.
Wow, it's so cold. Now-chan is normally so nice. I mean,
I
wow.
can't believe she tore me apart like that.
How do you mean? You two were just talking to yourselves.
What?
Talking to ourselves? Huh? What is Miss President saying? Now-chan took me apart with her usual logic every time I said anything. Ah, crud. If I keep thinking about it, these big Teddie eyes of mine are going to be like leaky faucets.
The enemy's special power.
I rub my eyes to make it look less like I'm crying as Now-chan gets back to her feet. I want to show her and make sure she's not hurt, but I'm a shadow, so seeing me stop myself, Now-chan speaks up uneasily.
Seems to be capable of interfering with our cognition. What we're saying becomes warped in the listener's ears. Though we bear each other no ill will, our speech sounds abusive.
Our cognition? Abusive? I don't think I know what she means, but there's something I pieced together. If I'm right...
You don't hate me?
Perish the thought. You're a precious friend of mine. I'll always like you.
Oh, that gentle Now-chan smile. There we go. That's the Now-chan I know so well.
No, John!
Whoa!
I can't hold back my overflowing passion anymore and drive right into Now-chan's bosom. They did that on purpose. To my surprise, her arms wrap around me. I might get away with this.
Teddie, that tickles. Hey! Stop nuzzling your head against me.
Now, John,
Jesus.
I'm against girls binding their breasts like this.
Bad Teddie!
It's none of your concern. Ugh.
Aw, don't be that way. Just let me nuzzle a little more.
Only a half an hour to go!
Enough.
Maybe I got a little carried away and I was so close. As Now-chan fixes her clothing, she turns towards Miss President, who is watching us get all lovey-dovey.
Excuse me for not introducing myself. It's nice to meet you. I'm Naoto Shiragane, a private detective.
Hi.
Isn't she elegant? Now, John may not look it, but she's a girl.
Huh? Hey, you're right. You're one classy gal.
It's hard to notice, huh? But if they look close, anybody could tell how cute Now-chan is. I saw how cute Now-chan is, and I surprised Miss President, and I surprised Miss President too. So that's good enough for me.
Well, enough about me. Now, you are?
These weird people were chasing her, so I was acting as her knight.
It's time to let Now-chan know how great I've been. And she can tell me what a good job I've been doing as a knight. It's my grand adventure, where Sir Teddie valiantly protects Miss President from the three wicked people looking for the mysterious Labrys. But I only get as far as the pretty lady you mentioned, Kirijo, when Naochan asked me to talk more about her. Oh, is Naochan interested in my story?
The fake Teddie was really worked up about those three for some reason. And they kept calling Miss President Labrys. It didn't make any sense to me.
A major figure within the world-renowned Kirijo group was personally undertaking a search for something in this world.
A world-renowned major figure? She seemed surprised for some reason. Between Juness and that, I wonder which is higher up. I didn't even have to think about that one. I'm pretty sensitive to stuff like that, after all. I mean, between a complete disappointment and a beautiful lady, if I line the two of them up, it's obvious which Dawn is higher ranking. I'm finished telling my side of the story, so now it's Naochan's turn. Why is she here in this world? She said she was too busy with work. My Teddie senses tell me that it has to do with those three strange people.
Oh, I guess you're looking for this Labrys too?
A reasonable guess, but incorrect. I was investigating Kirijo-san for other reasons.
Well, it's rare for her to tell us about her work right out like that. Is Naochan being so open because I was all mopey just now? Aw, Naochan, I love how you look so cool, but have such a big heart. Jesus. I'm falling for you even more.
Labrys, huh? Is there anything else you can relate, Teddie and...
Naochan trails off there. It's even rarer for Naochan, with her keen mind and insight, to stop in the middle of a conversation. What does this mean? She was looking right at me when she stopped talking. Oh, Naochan, you sly devil.
Oh my.
What's that look about?
I mean, your smoldering gaze was so intense.
Ah, the usual misunderstanding then. So, what's her name?
Name? Miss President's name?
Teddie, you've been with her all this time and never asked her name?
I mean, that's Teddie in a nutshell, isn't it?
Tut tut! Even if I don't know her name, Miss President is Miss President.
That's...
But it would make me happier to know your name. Let's hear it, Miss President.
Miss President looks away awkwardly for some reason. Oh, I get it. It must be because I'm so smoking hot. Sure, whatever. But we've been together for such a long time. There's no need for her to be embarrassed now. I step even closer and look into her face again. And I can see a slight blush on her cheeks and... Oh, wait, she's grimacing and about to speak.
Remember?
You don't remember? Wait, do you have amnesia? Have you forgotten your name?
What a shocker. I wasn't expecting that at all. I wonder if Naochan is as surprised as me. I turn around to ask, but surprisingly, or maybe not, Naochan is as calm as ever. Yeah. I forgot Naochan never gets shaken.
I'm curious. You don't have the power to wield a persona as we do, correct?
Miss President nods. I nod too in case the first one wasn't enough. Seeing that, Naochan starts to explain. She gets so excited when she lectures.
It's possible that General Teddie is a shadow born from you.
That fake Teddie is her shadow? But shadows usually look like the real person.
When I think back to everyone's shadows last year, they all look like the original person before they went berserk.
That's true. But though it may resemble you, it can't possibly be your shadow, Teddie. You were able to use your persona, and so could the others I've seen. That's why I think it's highly likely that this is her shadow, since she has no persona.
I'm convinced that it's not my shadow. but I still think there's something wrong. Shadows want to do what the original person wants to do, or things that the person tried to hide. So that's strange to me. Since that would mean...
Does that mean Miss President wanted to be me?
Moving on.
Yeah, no.
I love how blunt she says that.
I knew you would say that, but it still cuts like a knife.
No, that's not what I meant. The General looked like that even before I met you. Though it's still not like I want to be you.
What an honest answer, Miss President. That's fine. I'm the best there is at being me, after all.
If we ignore its appearance and think more about its role.
Instead of wanting to look like me, Miss President wanted to hold this P1 Grand Prix like the General?
That can't be. I want to stop this tournament.
Miss President protests, but suddenly closes her mouth and looks at me. What is it? Is there something she wants to say to me? She looks so sad, though.
Thinking about it, we already know that you're not the same guy as the General. This ain't your fight. So I shouldn't be all clingy and cause more trouble.
Miss President?
Miss President turns her back to us.
Sorry I doubted you before. And thanks for looking after me this far.
Miss President, what's gotten into you? You can't go alone.
Suddenly, Miss President turns and runs. I hurry after her, but whoa, she's passing right through the walls I couldn't get through before. I forgot she can pass through those invisible walls for some reason. Even if I go after her, her lead's getting bigger. Oh no, I gotta catch up to her somehow.
If that fake Teddie really is Miss President's shadow, she'll be in trouble. Now, Chun, we need to go rescue Miss President together.
It's dangerous to face your shadow alone. I would have been in big trouble if Sensei and all my friends weren't with me when it happened to me. I was worried because I would be her only ally, but now I have Naochan for backup. I'm sure I can save Miss President with her help. She's the one who figured out who the fake Teddie really is, after all. But just as I'm getting excited, Naochan sadly shakes her head. Why? Isn't she coming with me?
Fortunately, Teddie, there are rules to this tournament. The moment two participants meet, the area becomes sealed off with invisible walls. Only the victor may pass through them.
Oh.
That reminds me, the half-naked man and pretty lady didn't chase after me once the fight ended. I thought I just got lucky, but maybe it was because they were tripped up by those invisible walls? I get it now. I didn't notice that at all. Well, it's not that important. But it does mean that I have to save Miss President on my own. This could be tricky. Sure, I'm her knight, and I need to save her and put things right, but I've never fought a shadow all alone before. Naochan's smart. Why can't she find a way to come along? Naochan speaks up again.
No conclusive evidence yet, but that girl may not be human.
Huh? What do you mean?
And if General Teddie is her shadow, nothing could be more cruel. I thought that a weapon with a heart was only a rumor.
What's she talking about? A webbing with a heart sounds kind of strange. But she's not joking, is she? I can see in Naochan's eyes that she's serious. It's a little different from a smoldering, passionate gaze. I need to listen carefully to what she's saying. Even though I don't understand, I gotta listen.
I believe you may be able to help her. Out of everyone, you understand best how she must be feeling. It's dangerous for her to be alone. Please go and find her.
I still don't get it. But I think I know what she means anyway. I tighten my adorable paws into fists and make a vow.
Hey, I'm Miss President's guardian knight. I'll protect her come what may.
Alright, I'm gonna do this. Even though I'm worried and kind of scared. But if only I can save her, I'd be no true man if I didn't make up my mind to do it. I wave to Nowtron and get ready to go. Oh, I got so fired up that I almost forgot.
You be careful too, okay, Nowtron? Even though I can't stay here with you, I worry about you. The good thing about caring for people is you're not limited to just one, so I can help Miss President and still always be with you.
Thank you. But don't worry. I'm not alone. You either, Teddie. And neither is she.
I'm not alone. Nowtron's words lit a tiny flame inside me into a huge bonfire. Bonfire what? Nowtron and I aren't alone, and Miss President isn't either. So I don't need to feel lonely, even if I run after her all on my own. Hard to starboard! Huh. I keep running, but I still can't find Miss President. But I keep running into those I just keep running into those invisible walls. I've run into so many of them now that I feel like they're my real enemy. I'm going face first into one really hurts. Even if I go slow with my hands in front of me, my face hits at first. It's just how I am. I think I'm gonna cry if I run into one more. But then... This feels familiar. My Teddie sense is smelling something.
Please, Teddie.
That's Risei-chan!
I'm so glad I made contact with you. Oh, but you better quiet down.
Oh, right.
I immediately zip my lips. My zipper is on my neck. I was making an analogy. Yes, we know.
Risei-chan, are you back to being your old self again? Do you know who I am? Because I'm not that general.
Sure, I know who you are. I'm pissed about that knockoff bear using my voice, too. I'm so glad. Ever since this weird fake Teddie kidnapped me, I've been all alone. The others are fighting each other, too.
Oh my, she sounded angry for a second. My sexy voice must have soothed her nerves. She sounds so teary-eyed that she must have been pretty nervous. Looks like I gotta save her too.
Sorry, Teddie. You must have heard some horrible things in my voice.
Hmm? Even though it wasn't Risei-chan's fault, I guess she still feels bad about it. She snaps at me sometimes, but she's nice deep down. A true man would feign ignorance at times like these.
Nope. Actually, it wasn't that different than usual.
What kind of person do you think I am?
Nicely done, Teddie. Is she mad? Did I steer the conversation wrong? They do say a girl's heart is as fickle as a summer breeze. It should be fickle. I better change the subject.
Hey, Risei-chan, where are you?
Not helping, Teddie.
In the announcement room. I got kidnapped by that general guy. He was watching me too close for me to use my persona.
Goodness gracious! He kidnapped Rosette and locked her up to further his evil schemes!
Yeah, sure, let's go with that.
That pervert! He's an even worse guy than I thought! I wish I was in his shoes.
Again, pot, kettle.
Hey, moron, what are you fantasizing about?
I can't help myself. Oh, but Risei-chan, is it okay for you to talk to me like this?
Risei-chan says he finally got used to her persona when the general left the got to use her persona when the general left the announcement room, and now she's contacting me, contacting each of us to let us know that the general is the fake Teddie, and Risei-chan and the Risei-chan we heard over the PA is a fake too. That was nice of her. What else did I need to ask her?
Isn't the P1 Grand Prix still going on?
Yeah, it hasn't ended yet. Actually, Kanji seems to have gotten the wrong idea about it. He's going nuts.
I bet he fell for that manliest of all men line. It's not hard to see that happening with kanji.
I mean, it isn't.
I know, right? Seriously, that stupid kanji.
Ouch. Honestly, the things I've been through, I don't know what to do about Kanji's harebrained antics anymore. Even though she didn't ask, I tell Rise-chan what has happened so far, since I thought she should know. Everything about Miss President and how I've been working hard as her knight. And now I'm on my way to the announcement room to protect her too. Now that I say it out loud, I sound pretty cool. No, you don't. I am pretty cool, huh? No, you aren't. Cool as a cummerbund. That's not the analogy, but okay.
Wow, sounds like you've been busy.
I can step up to the plate when I need to.
Yeah, it's because that girl is cute, isn't it? Anyway.
Rise-chan? Are you alright? Rise-chan!
The communication suddenly cuts out with a scream. Did the general come back? I won't forgive him if he does anything to Rise-chan. Wait, Does this mean I'm the hero here?
Can't stand around like this. I'll save Rise-chan and Miss President.
I mean, unfortunately, yes. It means you're the hero because we're going through your story.
This looks like a job for Teddie Man!
Don't call yourself that. I'll protect Miss President and save Rise-chan, and like it's no big thing. A sweet life with girls fawning over me is it's just around the corner. Do you ever stop being horny? Time for this knight to do his thing.
Sorry for the wait. I'm here to save the day.
Wham! I slam open the announcement door like a hero with a colorful puff of smoke. So, of course, so I imagine anyway. I give a one-liner for my entrance. Whoa! Why is it all bloody and disturbing here? Isn't the announcement room a place where you can make announcements? What in the world could this be? Well, I'll put that aside for now. I need to take care of Miss President and Rise-chan. Oh, I can see their hearts were captivated by my amazing entrance. Huh? There's another girl here?
Hey, she's that girl's shadow.
Rise-chan points to a girl who looks a lot like Miss President. She's pretty, but oh, I remember now. She reminds me of Ai-chan. Is that what Miss President wants to look like? Oops, gotta save that for later. I bust a cool move and point to the shadow.
It was true.
Miss President's shadow was the culprit. I take some fancy steps and stand between the shadow and the girl to protect them. Man, that was cool even for me. Jesus. I'm so awesome. Now all that's left is to say my signature line.
I'm here. You're not gonna lay a finger on these girls. Come and get.
No! You're not me!
Well.
Huh? What? Things are that far gone already?
Yes! The power!
Hi. How many times have we done the song and dance? The shadow gains more and more power from Miss President denying it, and it turns into... Holy moly, a gigantic bull? It's huge. I think it's been a while since we've seen the CG. Or is this the first time we've seen it? It's ginormous. Aren't I kind of small next to that?
That thing looks pretty strong.
I am a shadow. The true self. The power is rising from within! What's going on? Hey! Did you you enjoy the P1 Grand Prix? It went exactly how you wanted it, no? Wasn't it fun? Seeing them fight their friends? Don't be dumb. Why would I think that's fun? I never wished for anything this awful. Oh, yes you did. You wanted them to suffer the same pains that you once did. You wanted them to understand, right?
Whoa, the shadow is overflowing with power. Every time the shadow presses as president, it gets paler and paler. She gets paler and paler. This isn't good. I need to back her up.
Miss President, don't lose heart!
Miss President looks like she's about to cry when she turns to me. But the shadow just ignores her and keeps going.
How can you even ask them to understand you when you've been deceiving them all along? That'll never happen. You're not even human.
Huh?
What? What is this?
As soon as the shadow snaps its fingers, Miss President starts to change, and the background changed to normal for some reason. Because this is apparently the only version of the CGI. Am I taking crazy pills? But no matter how much I rub my eyes, she doesn't stop changing. Miss President is turning into a girl who looks exactly like the shadow here.
Are you a machine? Are you just like Ai-chan?
That reminds me, Ai-chan called Miss President's sister. Is this what she meant? Never mind me, Miss President's not human either? She was a machine? A beautiful mechanical girl?
No! I'm not! You wanted to live a normal life and go to school looking like that? There's no way! You're pretty stupid for a machine, you know that? Admit it, you're a robot! It's about time you stop trying to fool yourself!
Sorry, I cut off that laugh. No matter how many times I see it, the way Shadow is mercilessly bullying everyone makes me mad. Miss President doesn't like it at all. He's sad too. Oh no, we're in trouble if this keeps up.
Miss President, don't worry. It'll be all right.
What did Sensei say back when this happened to me? I want to somehow get Miss President to feel that happy and relieved. I can't find the right words, so I tried to tap Miss President's shoulder to comfort her.
Miss President?
She slapped my hand away.
Easy for you to say. It's not like you understand anything about me.
It wasn't the shadow getting in the way. Miss President herself is resisting me?
No one does. No one can understand a machine like me.
No one can understand. Hearing Miss President say that blew away my shock at having her resist me. Does she really think that? Suddenly, something Altron said hits me like a bolt of lightning. That's right. Out of everyone, you understand best how she must be feeling. Feeling encouraged by that, I looked straight into Miss President's eyes. They're completely different than they were when she was happy or angry. She's so sad, lonely, and desperate to be understood. But no one does. I was just a shadow. I remember how it felt to confess that to Sensei.
That's not true.
My shout surprised even me. Whoops, I'm a little embarrassed. But now's not the time for that. I finally understand. It's time I paid Sensei and I repaid Sensei and the others for what they did for me. Because I am who I am. I can help Miss President. I'm her knight, after all.
I found people who understand me. I'm sure that someone will... Heck,
Teddie.
Heck, I'll. Oh, is she finally going to listen to me? Then I'll just reach out again and...
Stop getting in the way!
I barely dodged the axe, but my fur is standing on end now. I completely forgot about the shadow. How? It only takes up the whole damn room. How did I forget something so important? That's what I said. Sheesh, if she's going to get in the way, then there's only one thing to do. I gotta shut up this giant bull and save Miss President. A bear against a bull, nature's oldest rivalry.
Listen, Buster! A bear can take a bull in a fight anytime, anywhere! I think.
Ah, darn it. I canceled because I'm still used to circle being confirmed. Curse you, FF6 Remaster! Why'd you do this to me?
I've had enough of this! Wind up! And the pitch! No way!
Nice! I'm going to take another bio break, and then we're going to finish at the next. Then we're going to end stream at the next save point. Give me a sec, everyone. All right, I'm back.
Miss President, you can come back here. It's all right.
Yeah, it should be okay now. The bull has calmed down, and the shadow is quietly standing by. All she needs to do is accept herself, right? But Miss President hesitates. Not only won't she come near, she won't even look this way. Is she that upset? But Rise-chan slowly takes Miss President's hand and urges her to come forward. Miss President takes a step forward, spurred on by Rise-chan's kindness. But it's still no good. Her face is still as troubled as ever. A cute girl like her should be smiling.
Seriously, you're such a handful, Miss President.
You're still calling me that?
Well, you haven't officially introduced yourself yet.
You know I'm not human, right? How come you're being so nice?
Hey, I'm not human either.
I told her once already. How could she forget after I showed her my insides? Well, to be fair, dude, she is rather in a bit of a state right now. Also, ew. Phrasing. Since Miss President then seems dazed, I explain then what I
I
mean.
wanted people to like me. That's what I wished for, and this is the shape I took. When people like you, it feels good knowing that you belong somewhere.
I really think that's true. It was what I wished for without knowing back then.
Isn't that the same thing as wanting to be understood?
This is probably what Naotron meant. What Miss President Shadow said and what I wished for. They're pretty similar. There's not much difference between one thing to be liked and one thing to be understood.
People like you.
Did you have anyone like that, Miss President?
Someone who liked me. Someone who loved me.
I fix my gaze on Miss President, who's gone quiet. It's not an adult bear's way to hurry someone with something like this. After thinking and thinking, Miss President timidly opens her mouth.
It's kind of foggy. But I feel like there was someone like that. someone who cared about us.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, it really is.
Miss President smiles and looks straight into my eyes. Aha! I think she'll be okay now. So I must muster up my courage and ask her
Mr.
directly.
President, do you mind if I ask your name?
Miss President looks taken aback for a second. But then she returns my look and answers.
5th generation anti-shadow suppression weapon. Labris.
That was 5 times longer than I was expecting. But I'm gonna get it right. First try.
Shadow suppressive. Oh, I bit my tongue.
You didn't even get the first part right! And you were only 2 words in!
Sheesh, you just had to kill the mood, didn't you?
A painful jab to my cowardly heart. She didn't have to tell me that. I knew it all too well. That's why I'm not going to mess up anymore.
Labby-chan, I got it now.
I like that. Feels a little funny, but I like it.
When she hears my nickname for her, Labby-chan makes the kindest face I've seen on her so far. She's so pretty when she smiles. Aw. She stands quietly, like she's finally at peace. Then she looks her shadow in the eyes and smiles again.
Labby-chan is sticking. Not bad, huh? I still wish from the bottom of my heart that they all have happy lives. I do remember those words. Someone said that to me once. And I went and completely forgot about it.
I still wish from the bottom of my heart that they all have happy lives. What a lovely... excuse me, sorry. What a lovely thing to say. I wish that from the bottom of my heart, too. Labby-chan begins to walk slowly towards her shadow.
I'm sorry I ignored you all this time. I was the one who left you all alone. No, you are me after all. This is my persona.
After accepting her shadow, Labby-chan turns towards us with a big happy smile. Oh, it's so cute. While I appreciate her awesome smile, Labby-chan cocks her head a bit and speaks up.
I'm myself. There's only one Labris. And I'm the best there is at being me. Right?
Good job, Labby-chan.
Thanks.
I give her a thumbs up, but Labby-chan just shrugs it off. Uh-oh, I know Labby-chan's the queen and pointedly ignoring things, but this is no time for that.
Oh, you're supposed to copy me at times like this. Missy-chan, if you don't mind, a little demonstration, please.
Fine. Sorry about this. Just play along, okay? Put your finger like this and... No, don't put the thumb down. Like this.
Like this? And then...
Labby-chan follows Rise-chan's example and then looks up. Oh, there we go.
Good going, me!
That's right. All together now. Good job!
Hey, that was great. The way our voices came together was so nice, and all three of us start laughing at once. Just when my cheeks are hurting from laughing too much, Labbytron takes a deep breath and speaks up.
I've never laughed so hard in my life. Even if my shadow comes out again, I'm sure I'll be okay. Now that I've found people I can connect with, it's all thanks to you. To Teddie, my loyal knight.
It's truly an honor as your knight. That's what I wanted to say, but my mouth froze up and I couldn't get it out. That's weird. Why didn't that happen? Usually I have no problem saying whatever, but right now it's like, I don't know what to say. How do I explain?
Oh, Teddie, are you actually embarrassed?
I'm not embarrassed. Oh, I bit my tongue again.
Labbytron laughs, and Rise-chan does too. That weird feeling has gone away now, and I smile really big too. This is how things are supposed to be. Nope, that's where we're ending it.
Persona.
I can't push it any further than that. Okay, thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you all enjoyed. We should be able to complete the P4 story next time we finish this, though we will still have some extra bits to do. Like there's still there's still the extra scene with there's still the extra scene with you. There's still the joke endings. But I don't know if I'll be able to get to that. I don't know if I'll be able to get to that next time. We'll see. It all depends on how long Elizabeth's chapter is. Elizabeth's story is. I mean. Anyway, let's head up to raid. Is Robin streaming right now? Yes, she is. She's still playing Skatebird. All right. Beginning raid. Okay, thank you all so much for watching. And next week will be next week Sunday. We'll start opening. We'll do another Temple Archives. And I'll be able to do the games I missed doing, but the next game we play, as I've said before during my Final Fantasy playthrough, will be Okami, and I'm very much looking forward to that because I worked very hard on updating my Tamama model, and I can't wait to show it off. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you all on the next one. This is Metis Balaska signing out.